Hello everyone, this is Vicky Stitchnbutton. I've got coffee. You should have a drink. I am coming to you to do my end of year wrap up. I know we still have a month and a little bit to go, but now's the time to make plans for next year and get them where they need to be, right? This video, I'm breaking this up into two videos. This video will be what I am going to put into hibernation and what I'm taking out of hibernation. Okay? And that's probably going to be long enough in itself. And then my next video will be my WIP parade with the WIPs that I had out already, not with the stuff that I'm bringing from hibernation. That's probably going to be longer. This video will also, I'm looking at my piles. I also have a pile of what I should be starting in the near future, whether it be before the end of the year or next year. So let's get on to it. I had to make some choices. I, last year, put a whole bunch of stuff in hibernation, and that seemed to work for me. There weren't as many choices, and if you're not feeling it, you shouldn't stitch it, correct? And these items aren't things that I totally just want to disregard. It's just that right now I have so many going on that I can make more progress on WIPs that I'm enjoying and put these away for now. That's where I'm at with them. Okay, so let's go on first to what I'm putting in the hibernation. Okay. Oh, I have a whole bin here. And it's stuffed. First one. This one I've worked on a few times this year, and I don't hate the stitch. I still love the pattern, but I feel like it just needs to go away for right now, and this is the 2020 Linen and Threads Mystery Sampler. I have only finished parts, I think only January and maybe February. So here it is. I'll show it to you real quick. I didn't even finish February. So I finished January and started February. And I think part of it is this fabric. I love this fabric, but the threads move, so sometimes it's a pain to get it correctly on the Q-snap and or Nerge. And the threads will move while you're stitching. So I'm not gonna restart it or anything, but it's just gonna go away for a while. Also keep in mind, just because I'm putting them in hibernation now doesn't mean during the year I'm like, you know what, I want to go stitch on that. So that's what I'm thinking. It's not going in the trash, it's just going in another bin. This next one will probably come out sometime next year, but I think I want to get a couple of finishes first, some older finishes. This is another old one that I've had going on for a while, and it's the bookshelf from Little House Needleworks. This is where it's at when it's going away. I've got a good bit of it done. I didn't bring a board, by the way. I say bring a board like I showed up from another building or something. I didn't pull down my board. So anyway, here we go. That's where it's at now. I need to finish the pot and the flower vines up top and then do the whole entire bottom. And right now, it's just not keeping my interest, so it'll go away. The next one is, it's not so much that I don't like stitching on it, it's that I have a lot of the Mirabilias and Noras, and I need to get one going soon because it's a borrowed pattern. And so I figured I'd pare down some, and this is, it's called Halloween Fairy. It is from the, it's a cross stitch. Oh, it's from a magazine, but I think you can get it from like Everything Cross Stitch or something like that. I don't know if they're calling it Halloween Fairy on there or Trick or Treat Fairy, because she has a Halloween Fairy. Anyway, This is where she's at for now. It's a little warm in here. The air conditioner's off because it's been getting down in the 40s. So it's a little warm in here, but I don't want to turn on the fan. It'll make noise. So here she is. I think everything from the waist on up is done until there's beads and backstitch. So I have, well, and then whatever, the moon and everything, but that'll be done with beads and backstitch, I think. So she'll go away for now. Next up is my Native American Angel. I think part of my issue with this one, I'll show you her chart because I have it pulled. My issue with this one is because of the chart. I'm not going to show you the chart, but I'll show you the outside of what I mean. It's this big. And now it does have it broken up into 4 pieces where I could probably tear it apart like I did my Paula Vaughn. But for now, I'm just going to put it away. I don't want to be frustrated with it, but I do want to get her finished eventually. Here is where she is now. That cape is going to be huge. It's going to take a long time. The horse is even going to take a minute. And there's other stuff I want to stitch on for now. So she's going away. Then I have pulled out all the charts here. So put that down, put that there. Okay. Where'd you go? That's not it. I didn't know where the chart went for now, so maybe it's in here. This next one is October 31st by Cottage Garden. And I don't hate it. I just haven't felt like stitching on it. So I'll just go to sleep for a while. That's how far he is. Then we have one that's recently started. It's Moonlight Sampler. I don't have the picture handy. It's from the Blue Flower. And this is a recent start. And I have a couple of the larger sampler type ones. And I figured I can pull this out later on in the year if I really miss it. That's how far I am. It's a meager start. It's probably almost 1,000 stitches though. What pulled me into this are the little animals, and I'm nowhere close to them. I probably should have started in a corner or something, and maybe it would have kept my attention, but for now, I'm just going to focus on some other things. Then we have, I had to go through my full coverage and figure out what I wasn't going to stitch on for full coverage for now, and Sabat Dragon Yule. That's what I'm going to put away for right now. It's a lot of, I'm doing this 2/1 half stitch on 32 count. And it is retired. It's from Pain Free Crafts. It's a retired chart. That's how far I got. What I'm doing is, I didn't like this side of this fabric. So, since it's a full coverage, I figured I'd just use the back side. Because you won't see it once it's all stitched. That's how far I got on that. Next one up is, I don't know where that chart is. Let me see. It's in here. Next one's Halloween Quaker. It's from Leela Studio. Here it is. This is a big one. This is a big one, and I only have this much done. This is a 40 count. Okay, let's hold it the right way up. Big difference, huh? That's a 40 count from Grace Notes. And I stitched on it a few times. It might come back out next year, but for now, sleepy bye. And this one is Away We Ride from Blackbird Design. This house is huge, guys. I am doing mine on 40 count. I've done over 1,000 stitches so far. And I think I'm using, I don't know if I'm using all the called for colors or not. I'm not even going to lie. But I've done over 1,000 stitches already. And I'm not even done the house. So this one's going away. Now, I have several that are this size and sort of sampler-like. So that's why I picked some that need to go away. I have a couple that are going to be out so I can get more progress on those. And then I have this guy. Where did he go? I just call him Dragon. It's from 2x2 Stitch Art on Etsy. And I am stitching him with all 310. I'm doing 2/1 tent stitch, I think. Let's see. I can tell you in just a moment. I can't remember if it's 1/1 or 2/1. Oh, it's 1/1 full cross. And that's how far I've gotten. I think it looks good on this fabric though. But for now, I have a lot of small count pieces, and this one can go away for now. Again, paring down some of the Mirabilias. So at the Met, this is what that one looks like. And I've only stitched on her a couple of times, and that's how far I've gotten. Are you whining? He's whining, guys. Here is Winter Hot Cocoa. This is from Madame Chantilly. I'm not doing the words. I'm just going to do the animals. And this year I ended up finishing the hedge. I'm calling it a hedgehog. I'm pretty sure it's a porcupine. But I want it to be a hedgehog, so that's what he is. How about that? And he's on Diversity from Mystic Fabrics, by the way. That's how far I got. I could always pick it out and pull it back out, right? It's a lot more stitching than you think. They're kind of dense stitches. Alright, then we have November Topaz Berry. Here she is. This one's got a lot more gray in it than I thought it would. I'm pretty sure it'll look better once I get the yellow around it and everything. It's just not calling to me. This is how far I've gotten with her. And she's on Butterfly Tea from Grace Notes Fabrics. And it's a 28 count. Alright. I have... Let me see. I want to make sure I marked that one off on here. Nope, I didn't. Did I put it on this list? I made 2 lists, guys. I did. Okay. This is this year's WIP list, and then I already printed out the WIP list for next year. I do mine on Google Sheets. So, okay, I'm not going to take it out. It's Clockwork Bird. It's a panic kit. And I'm using all the called for floss and fabric because it came within even weave. And this is how far I've gotten on him. I got some decent progress last year. Next up is, I feel like I'm in love with the thought of stitching in dimensions until I start stitching them. And I've stitched on this twice, and I don't feel the calling to stitch on it anymore. And I don't think I'm going to UFO it. I think I'll persevere through it, but it's just got to go away for now. And it's a treasured time. It is still available. And this is all the further I got. I'm doing it on the Ada because I spoke to somebody that did it on the Ada and they said it worked out fine on there. So why not? I think I've also messed up with the amount of threads I was supposed to use on it. And I think I'll put it away for now. Let it rest. I am basically switching this Realist kit out for another one, which I'll show you. But this is Penguins from Realist, and it's that wool thread, which I'm not a fan, but it is cute. And I think what's stopping me from stitching on this one is I can't remember if I fixed that or not. There's a counting issue. So I figured, I will put those guys away for a while, and I have a panda one that I'll show you that I'm pulling out. I have Witch's Brew. Witch's Brew from With Thy Needle and Thread. I've stitched on her a couple of times, and I just want to get some other ones done before I start stitching on her again. So if I finish a couple of others that I'm doing, then I'll pull her back out and finish her up. But that's how far I got. It's a lot more stitches than you think, guys. It really is. Looks small. Couple more here. I am swapping out Dark Queen of the Earth. I'm not doing this version. I'm doing the brown version. And I'm going to put some flowers. Like one of these big things are going to be a flower. One's going to be an orb. And I think that might be an orb also. So I'm going to do some mixing and matching there. But I've only done a little bit on her. I haven't finished part 1 yet. These things are huge. And that's all the further I've gotten on her so far. It is with the called for threads and fabric. I chose the green fabric. There were 2 options from Under the Sea. I chose the green. So I'm putting her away, but I am bringing out Dark Queen of the Seas. I feel like I need to finish her first. And this one. I went back and forth with this one. But I think I am going to put him away for now. If you hear me, I just covered up my voice, sorry. And that is my Philadelphia Toboggan Company. Oh my goodness. Philadelphia Toboggan Company Carousel Horse. I have not gotten a lot done on him yet. I did get him to go into markup though, which helped. And I've worked on him, I think, twice. And that's all the further I got. This is Wapo Blue Linen from, I think it's 32 count, from Needle Bling Design. Matter of fact, this bag is from Needle Bling Design. And that's a Count on Cappy design. It's an old book. You can still find them on the secondary market. That's where I found mine. And last but not least, I think I burnt myself out trying to do too much with this one, and I am putting away what we have dubbed 347 words, because I've had to frog it so much. 272 words, which is basically the Gettysburg Address from Abraham Lincoln. It is a design from Primrose Needleworks. I am stitching mine on, I think it's Vanilla Latte from Be Stitch Me. No, it's, yeah, Vanilla Latte. It's a 32 count, and it's taken a ½ yard of fabric. And that's how far I've gotten. This was supposed to be done in 12 bits and be finished by next month. Obviously not happening. It's fine. I did get it into Markup XP, which helped. But I think for now, it's going to go on vacation. We've got some other things to do. So those are my hibernating WIPs that I'm putting away. But I still have plenty to stitch on, right? Right. I am taking some out. Let's move this here for now. Now, what am I bringing out? I am not bringing out as many as I put in, so that's a good thing. I have decided that I wanted to work on Barbara Anna's Santa's Trips. So we're bringing this one back out of hibernation. And I am stitching this on 32 count Gable Sky from Dames of the Needle. She made this for me because I asked her to make me a blue. And that's where it is. That's where we're starting from. I don't know why I haven't finished that whole square. I guess because it's lots of leaves. I don't know. We'll get there, right? So this one will be started, go back into rotation starting January 1st. Next up, I've been missing this one, and I really like this one. 3 for Tea from Mirabilia. Now you see why I put some of those. This is going to be a big one. I mean, we've got 3 dresses to contend with. So 3 for Tea. This was a gift from Belinda, Aussie Stitcher. And I put it on Fabric Flare Floral Thoughts. It's 32 count from my fabric party. It was a fabric of the month. And that's where I'm at right now. I'm really curious to put in these dresses so it covers up some of those flowers and doesn't look so lost. Because I have faith that it's going to look good on there. I have faith. So those girls will be getting some attention. I am bringing out Peaceful Pondering. This is one that I started with Amy. Amy loves toads. And mine is on a piece of fabric stitched by Tiny Hummingbird Stitchery, her daughter, Sammy J's daughter. Stitched some fabric, and it was perfect. When I bought the pattern, I bought the fabric, and I thought, oh, look, it's meant to be. So that's where I'm starting from. I feel like I should be able to knock this out but it's been a lot more stitches than I thought, and I think that's why I just put it away last year. But coming back out now. Well, January 1st. I am also bringing out Liberty Games from Erica Michaels. I've been thinking about this one, and I definitely want to get some more done on this one. This is on, what's the fabric? What fabric did I choose? Heroic. And that's how much I got done. I think I've only worked on it twice since I started it. So it's coming back out. I have my pandas from Reels. Again, this is that wool thread. And yes, I could have picked DMC, but I didn't. And I'm even doing it on the Ada. And from what I remember, it was actually pretty easy to stitch on. You can almost see through it. I can see through it. But that's where it is. I think it's going to look good. It's almost full coverage. That's why I figured I'd just do it on the Ada, because it'd give it that rustic look in the little bits that it needs. 10 count flaxen. And it uses 3 strands. It's a color chart though, and that bothers me. But we'll see. We will see. If I get 300 to 500 stitches in it, I'll be happy. Another one that's coming out is Halloween Tree. This is from Rowe Creations. I do like this one, and I think I was just picking what I definitely need to, and I put this in for this didn't get voted in out of the ones that I left to be voted on. I was kind of wishing it would be. So, where am I? This is on Fabric Flare fabric that's called for, and I'm using DMC. See the fabric? And that's how far I am. I would like to get this done this year. Well, next year. I would like to get it done. It's definitely doable. I don't think I'm going to put that into 12 pieces. I have not chosen what I'm going to put in. By the way. Alright. Another one. This is Awesome Pattern Studio Mandela Dragonfly. That's what it's supposed to look like when it's done. I'm stitching this one on 28 count Opal Lugana from Silk Weaver. I don't think I have a color name. And that's where we're going to start from. I have almost half of them done. So we're going to get some more done. I think I wasn't in the mood for Opal last year. Maybe that's what it was. And this is the Dark Queen of the Sea. I will be... She's got a top on. I know there was a topless one. And I don't know that I've chosen all my options as far as... I think I want to do my crown on her actual head. I don't know if I want to do the antlers. I haven't decided on that. And the swirl, I'm not sure if I want it to be the swirl or the skull. I think that's one of the reasons why there's so many options. I sort of overthought it and then couldn't stitch on it. I'm also not doing the corners, and I'm not going to do the corners in the other one either. But this is where she's at. I think, I know 1, 2... I think I've finished part 3, or pretty close to finishing part 3, and ready for part 4. This is using the called for fabric and threads. Under the Sea Fabrics had dyed this special. And it's Autumn Lane Stitchery, by the way. Alright, next one up. I've been sort of missing this one. This is a lot more stitches than I thought it was going to be, so I ended up sort of needing it to go away for a little bit. But it is Around the World in 80 Days, Little House Needleworks. I am stitching this on 32 count Poltergeist from Silk Weaver. And this is how far I am. Pretty much the whole bottom is full coverage. Everything here on down is totally filled in. So there's a lot more stitches than you think. But I still like it, and I keep on thinking about it, so it needs to be pulled back out and worked on, right? Right. And then the last one. I told you this video is already 31 minutes. Okay, I'm just going to show it to you through here. It is fried green tomatoes from Great Big Crafts. I am working on the recipe. Originally, I thought I was going to do the one over the other on one big piece of fabric, and then I decided not to. I definitely like the recipe, and I want to put that in there, but I may do the house later. I don't know. Right now, just the recipe. But I did choose an easy fabric. I think. Did I choose an easy fabric? Or do I have another piece of this fabric? Oh my goodness, guys. What did I do? No, I didn't. I'd do it on white. I think if I did the house, I'd do it on white. Let me see what I chose, though. Where's my card? Here it is. It is on, Butter Crunch, which I'd change the fabric. I don't want it to be that color for the house. Butter Crunch, it's 32 count linen from Needle Bling. And so far, I've only got a green tomato. Not even a whole green tomato. So, it needs to be done. It, in theory, shouldn't take that long, famous last words, but there's a lot of color changes in it. Sort of on the lines of a Stony Creek type color changes. Alright guys, that concludes what's going away and what's coming back. And then there's one more section to talk about, and that is potential starts. There's some definite starts, there's some potential starts. So just give me a moment to make a little bit of room. I like to keep a lot of my originals in this Pendaflex folder. Instead of in with the bag, so they don't take up space and get ruined. I don't do it with everything. Must be my brain chemistry is not right. Okay. For now, semi-stats, because I'm not as good at stats as others. But with what I'm putting away and bringing back out at the moment, that will make 62 works in progress. That's 62 active. That will make 48 in hibernation. That counts a few things that I put into hibernation this year, like UFO'd and or hibernated, and some from that I had put early in the year to start with. All right, 48 in hibernation, 62 working, and that is a whole total of 110. But wait, there's more. All right. Definitely starting, like in the next couple of days, I was loaned took pictures of everything. I was loaned Tiger Lily. And it is one of the Pixie Couture collections. It is out of print. And I chose 28 count Lugana from Live and Die LA. The color is The Child. It's green. And I plan on starting this. This is basically my birthday start, but I didn't start on my birthday because I had some other stuff to do. That's going to be a start. Another start. Put a bird on it. Obviously, I was going to start this. This is a start for the December 15th. And this is one of the Put a Bird on It bags that I made. My New Year, New Start is going to be, lo and behold. So, we were thinking of a hashtag. Hashtags don't work, but I was thinking about calling it the long dog year. Because I am starting, lo and behold. Gina's starting, lo and behold. I think Belinda, Aussie Stitcher, is starting it. And I don't know if anybody else is going to start this or yet another long dog with me for New Year, New Start. I am definitely starting this guy. I don't know if it will be before the end of the year or in the beginning of the year, but he will be started soon. This is Fozzie. It's called Waka. It's on Fiddlesticks AU. You have to go to her website, not the Etsy site. The website is fiddlesticksau.com. And she has so many more patterns on the website than she does on Etsy. And if you think about it, if she sells through Etsy, Etsy takes a chunk of her money. So go ahead, and her patterns are very well priced. They're very cheap, if you ask me. So Fozzie's going to get started. Another one that's definitely going to get started because I finished my Doctor Who. This is another Fiddlesticks AU. And it's wibbly wobbly, timey wimey stuff. I'm going to stitch this when I finally kitted it out. It's going to get started. Another one that's going to get started this year. It's in my Eagles bag. And it is called Philly Special. It's from... Hang on. I think it's Spooky and Steve. This is called the Philly Special. It's by Spooky and Steve on Etsy. And I chose I think, off-white even weave. Off-white Monaco, maybe. And the Eagles colors. So that's getting started because I've been wanting to start it for a while. Since the Super Bowl. Another one that's definitely going to get started this year is Bobbin. Amy and I need to talk. We were supposed to start this together and it just didn't happen for her or me. She thought I started it and I didn't because she felt bad and I was like, don't feel bad. Neither did I. So we're all good. Another one that I've been wanting to start forever is this Wakanda Forever. This is from Bart. Park Hopper Bart. He is on Gumtree. So I've been wanting to start this one. I have this one kitted up finally. Another one that I'm definitely going to do. Oh, my throat. Is Roncie Raccoon. It's Canadian Stitchery. This was new. I just got this during my little bestication. And he would be an easy start and finish. I mean, it's that big. Another one I'd like to start. Now, this is a potential start, probable start. And that is I Love Coffee from Mill Hill. I had this started and I was going to start it before and it just didn't happen yet. So it will, just not yet. This year. Oh, I gotta wrap this one up. This is a potential start. I want to say it will be started. I can't guarantee it though, but this is Wizard's Gate from Whispered by the Wind. And this one I have to finish kitting, but she is getting started. This is the Time Traveler. I was going to do this as my birthday start, and then I forgot that I didn't finish kitting her up. Excuse me. And another potential start. Do I need extra full coverage? No. Will I probably start one? Yes. Excuse me. But this is Raven with Full Moon. This is from Pandora X Stitch on Etsy. And I am doing this, I think I'm doing this on 16 count. And that's one of the reasons why I want to start it, because I'm curious how that's going to work out. On 16 count Ada that I got from Rita Renee on Facebook. And that is it in my starts basket. So I have a basket for starts. I have stuff that I need to put in my hibernating bin. And then I have stuff that's going to go in the, well, it's going to stay in a bin for right now so I don't accidentally pick it up. But it's going to be started for next year. I am going to stop this video. I'm going to upload this video for you guys. And I am then going to record my WIP parade. First, I got to take this dog out. And probably blow my nose. I hope you enjoyed this, and I hope to see you back for my next video. Take care. Don't forget, don't let anyone steal your sunshine. Bye.